Judge McBurney,
Yes, Ms. Rios.
I did not hear you earlier and I got off, but I was told you were wanted to talk about Felix Crowder.
I didn't. I heard you did.
Yes, I did.
So I know we need to get him out so he can start drug court. I'm just trying to figure out what magic language I need to put in various orders that will get him out. So I have not forgotten him.
Okay, I was just making sure. He literally calls me every hour all the time.
I don't mean for you to be stuck in one of those situations. So I will figure out whatever needs to be said in an order that gets him to where we're trying. You should let him know. I don't know if this will decrease the frequency of calls. It's only a Tuesday that he can get out. Anyway, he's not going to get out except for a Tuesday. So calling you now won't change anything. It's all about Tuesdays because that's when drug court does orientation.
Yes, I have told him, and then
Okay, and he doesn't care.
Well, he just calls and says, "Any updates? Any updates?" And I guess he just wants to make sure. 'Cause I explained the issue, and he just wanted to see if I've talked to anybody. But I'll let him know that you're working on it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I think all that's left is Mr. Wise. Ms. Stewart, if you're ready, Mr. Wise, if you'll come on up to the podium. Yes, ma'am. You guys have a good weekend. Have a good week. You're not going to see me next week. I can't remember if we have something next Friday, but I know we don't have anything Monday through Thursday. So yeah, be reprogrammed when you see me next.
Uh-oh.
All right, Ms. Rivers, are you ready? Then let's get on the record in 25 SC 001-607. We have Mr. Wise and his lawyer, Ms. Stewart. And we have Ms. Davis here for the state. And Mr. Wise, what we were originally going to talk about was a motion that your lawyer filed seeking to suppress a statement that you may have given to law enforcement, or at least to your case is a little different. I learned a lot at an earlier hearing involving a co-defendant of yours about how CSX officials can be law enforcement, but they may be employees of CSX. It's almost like a private police force, but legal under federal law. Either way, we were going to talk about whether that statement was lawfully obtained. Instead, it sounds like we're going to talk about resolving your case. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're welcome to continue to wear the mask if that's keeping you comfortable or your lawyer safe. But you got to make sure that you speak loudly through it so that Ms. Rivers can hear what you have to say. It'll mostly be yeses and nos, and that'll work. There may be some times where you need to say some complete sentences, and we'll just need to make sure it's audible because we need to make a record of it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, that was much better. Will you let me know if you have questions at any point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Davis, when you're ready.
Mr. Wise, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you shall give in the matter before the court shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Please state your true and correct legal name for the record.
Cartious Lacorn Wise.
Please spell your first name and then your middle name for the record.
Cartious. Lacon.
Thank you. Are you at this time under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medicine?
No, ma'am.
Is there any medication that you normally take that you have not taken today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just tell her
No, ma'am.
no. Okay. How old are you and how far have you gone in school?
29 and 12th grade.
What high school did you attend?
South Atlanta.
Did you graduate or you got to 12th grade?
I got to 12.
Okay.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you're charged with the following offenses in indictment 25 SC 001-607, burglary in the second degree? There are 3 counts.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges? And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had enough time to speak with your lawyer, Ms. Stewart, about all the facts and circumstances known to you regarding the charges in this indictment, including any potential defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do Do you need more time to discuss this case with your attorney?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with her services?
Yes, ma'am.
Attorney Stewart, do you waive formal reading of this indictment and any and all defects therein for the purposes of this plea?
Yes.
Mr. Wise, do you remember having been arrested on these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, the state is unaware of any outstanding warrants related to this matter. Attorney Stewart, are you aware of any outstanding warrants related to this case?
I am not.
Mr. Wise, has your attorney advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge to which you're pleading to today?
Yes, ma'am.
For burglary in the second degree, it's a minimum of 1 year, maximum of 5 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that today you are entering a negotiated plea of guilty, which means the state will recommend a sentence to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the court is not required to accept the state's recommended sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the court has the right to sentence you to the maximum possible sentence on each charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that there are multiple charges to which you're pleading guilty today, and the court has the right to run those sentences consecutively or one after the other?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction as well as other jurisdictions, including federal courts?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you are not a United States citizen, a guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at a trial would? And that's true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm or use a firearm in a crime, you'll be guilty of a felony, which may carry a sentence from 1 to 15 years in prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following trial?
Yes, ma'am.
For example, your guilty plea may affect the right to vote, to hold public office, to serve on a jury, to obtain a passport, to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up the following rights: the right to a trial by jury,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to confront witnesses against you,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to the assistance of counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot afford an attorney at a trial of your case,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to the presumption of innocence,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to have the charges against you proved beyond a reasonable doubt,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to appeal a convicted of these charges after a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that you have only 4 years from today for a felony charge to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness of this guilty plea.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to the charges in indictment 25 SC 001607 to burglary in the second degree, 3 counts?
Guilty.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or promised you anything to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, ma'am.
Is it your decision to waive these rights and enter this guilty plea because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with the full knowledge of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, we believe the facts would bear out at trial that between July 3rd and July 5th, at 173 Boulevard, Southeast Atlanta, Georgia, in Fulton County, that the defendant, who was one of multiple defendants, Mr. Wise, along with Willie Jones, Tyson Lemons, and Jerise Talbot, entered the property of CSX Railroad with the intent to commit a theft thereon. Officers with the CSX Railroad Police Department discovered initially that there were 7 shipping containers that had their locks removed, tires inside them stolen. That was approximately valued at about $140 per tire. Approximately $28,000 worth of tires were stolen. CSS was able to obtain security footage from the pencil factory, which appeared to be the staging area for the vehicles that would transport the stolen goods from CSX property. They also discovered the following day that there were additional shipping containers, approximately 19, that were broken into. Again, more tires and a microwave unit, portion of which was taken, but without the other portion, it would be inoperable. That was estimated at a loss of $72,000.
Time to break this one down. This guilty plea hearing for Cartious Lacorn Wise was a textbook example of how a serious multi-defendant felony case can be resolved with clarity, cooperation, and a firm hand from the bench. Mr. Wise, age 29, pled guilty to 3 counts of burglary in the second degree, stemming from a string of break-ins at a CSX railroad property in Atlanta. The court, led by Judge McBurney, handled the plea with patience and procedural thoroughness, while making it clear that this wasn't just another paper plea, it was a real resolution to a high-dollar, well-documented crime. Now, the charges themselves weren't minor. Over the course of 2 days in July 2023, Mr. Wise and 3 co-defendants, Willie Jones, Tyson Lemons, and Jerise Talbot, were linked to a theft operation involving the forced entry of shipping containers on CSX property. How much was taken? Try $28,000 worth of tires the first day and $72,000 in goods the next, including more tires and a half-lifted microwave unit that couldn't even be used without its base. The whole scheme was captured on surveillance footage, and officers from the CSX Railroad Police Department, yes, they're legit under federal law, tied it all together with footage from a nearby staging site at the old pencil factory building. Throughout the plea colloquy, Mr. Wise responded clearly and respectfully. No signs of confusion or hesitation. He confirmed he was sober, fully aware of his rights, and had discussed the case thoroughly with his attorney, Miss Stewart. She waived formal reading of the indictment, and the court ensured Wise understood not only the charges in sentencing range 1 to 5 years per count, but also the immigration, firearm, and civil consequences of a felony conviction. Judge McBurney deserves credit here. He didn't rush through it. He took time to explain each right Wise was giving up, from jury trial and appeal to the right to remain silent. Even the logistics were handled smoothly. Wise wore a mask, but was reminded to speak up, so the court reporter could catch everything. It wasn't just box checking. It was careful record-making, and that matters in felony pleas. While the actual sentence wasn't finalized in this portion, the hearing marked a significant point. Wise was owning his role in a coordinated, high-dollar property crime, and the state had the goods to back it up. Security footage, estimated losses, multiple defendants, it was all there. And yet, the courtroom tone remained composed. No drama, no shouting, just a clear path forward for a man who chose to plead guilty and move on. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.